Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy Black OG. This is me making a video. I guess technically my first live stream. Um, so basically, it's just about an escort, and she's dropping some red pill nukes. And not just that. Alright then, let's get into video. And hopefully I figure out what the hell I'm doing with the streaming before any of you guys come into the chat or whatever. Anyways, let's get into this, man.
I've stripped, I've escorted, I've had sugar daddies, I've sold nudes. Basically, the only thing I haven't done is porn. I have sold nudes on my OnlyFans and sold sex tapes on my OnlyFans, but I haven't actually been like on Pornhub or anything like that. I've been
Okay, so within the first 18 seconds, she's already said all of that.
offered to do porn, but I declined just because I don't want to. That's not the career I want. I just want to do this video.
But it's technically the thing that you're doing. The only thing is, you're not doing it on a, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess you could say global scale, where anyone could just look you up with the press of a button, you know?
Because I have a lot of young girls that follow me and look up to me and ask me for advice. And a lot of people in this world think it's cool, but to me, it's not. Nobody really
Hold on, just to make sure I caught that.
want. I just want to do this video because I have a lot of young girls that follow me.
Oh my god. Of course. Bunch of young females watching or asking her for advice. Probably not good advice. Um, basically, she's basically just gonna lead them females astray.
And look up to me and ask me for advice. And a lot of people in this world think it's cool, but to me, it's not. Nobody really truly understands the dangers or the struggles that you have to go through to get success in this business. I'm going to be talking about my experience.
Yeah, I would certainly say there's a risk and a reward factor when it comes to prostitution or shoot, just selling yourself. Doesn't matter.
What I go through, the risk, the violence.
At least for freaking females, because I know that there are males that do this too. I'm not sure if the same risk or if they have the same risk factors, but yeah.
And also, I'm going to be talking about how it changed my life and saved my life for the better. If you have any issues or questions, leave them down below. So let's get right into the video.
So yeah, man, this girl's a super thought. She, like I said, she was escorting herself, and if you haven't seen my title yet or paid attention to the title, I guess I don't know. If you haven't seen it though, um, basically, when she was doing this, selling herself, she was making $4,000. And don't worry, she'll say that later in the video. She's making $4,000. But if you want to add in the nude she was selling and all the other stuff that she will tell you, she was making 6 to 12,000 on a monthly basis. This is probably why the government won't let prostitution happen. Because look at all that untaxed money that government can't steal from people, aka women. Yeah, the government doesn't like when they can't get their hands into your money. If they can't do that, they'll take your ass to jail. Absolutely unbelievable. Our system is a joke. Screw our. Oh, snap. Hold up a second. Dang. I'm trying to get to that one freaking picture, dude. This woman, she hit the wall badly. Oh, come on. Okay, but I'm sure you guys saw it for that very split second. There's like a skinnier, tinier picture of her. And I'm like, oh shit. She has certainly gained a lot of weight since that picture. She's almost basically doubled down. Oh my god. I don't care anymore.
Okay, so I wrote in my notes a few things because I wanted to cover like my story, the risks and dangers, the downfalls, and the success. I'm going to be showing some st- I'm going to be showing some. I don't know how to say this word. Statistics.
Statistics.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't even judge. Sometimes
Okay,
I
so
screw up on
first
that
I'm going to be
word.
talking about my story.
Anyways,
So the reason why I started doing this, the reason why I had to do this, because I'm not one of these girls that just want to do it for fun because they seen Amber Rose or they seen Cardi B or they just seen girls do it on social media and now they want to do it. That's what this has come to. I was
that's exactly how females are. They see their slutty thought princess, or not princess, but they see their slutty thought queen princess freaking entitled woman that they look up to, and then they just decide that they want to do that themselves. They want to turn to that themselves, or even become worse.
homeless. I had a really bad relationship growing up with my family. They were abusive. I was in foster care. The main reason why
And basically, that explains it all. That explains why she's gone through so much messed up stuff, because her family. And most of us red pillars or MGTOWers know that any woman with family issues or daddy issues or mommy issues, they're guaranteed to be sluts, guaranteed to be single mothers, guaranteed to have multiple boyfriends, gold digging, all that.
I started doing it is because I'm homeless and I had nowhere to go and I needed money. I was working at Wendy's when I was 15. I had to bus 2 hours from where I lived to work. And honestly, I got arrested and I seen a lot of girls told me that they were doing it. And my ex used to be a pimp, which I don't know why.
So her ex was a Tyrone, typical female, uh, horrible dating skills, horrible at choosing men. So one of her boyfriends in high school or college, I think she said, was a freaking pimp. Goddamn, man.
To work. And honestly, I got arrested and I seen a lot of girls told me that they were doing it. And my ex used to be a pimp, which I don't know why I dated a pimp. He didn't pimp me, but he pimped other girls.
Probably dated a pimp because it turned you on. Probably liked the way how she was treating other women and talked to other women until he started doing it to you. Look at that freaking face, man.
What a nice guy. I asked a few of my friends if they would put me on. If you don't know what that means, show me how to work. They were like, yeah, a lot of
Show
them
me
would
how to
trust
be
me.
a
You're
hoe.
underage. I don't know if I'm going to do it. I don't know if I want to do it. So then I'm like, yeah, that's understandable, whatever. So then this guy put me on for like a week. Like, I don't even consider like working for him at all. I don't even consider me working for him. Like, I was just with him for a week. I hardly even made any money with him. He was so abusive. He was weird. So yeah, so then I left. Then I started posting myself on BP on Backpage, if you know what that means. And then randomly this pimp messaged me.
And I really hate when women do that freaking thing, the editing thing. That gets so annoying. Like they just always zoom in on their faces and do something like this. It's always funny when guys do it because they make silly faces or make a funny joke. But females, they're just like, oh, look at this youth and fertility. Look at this ran through pussy. That's basically her.
And this is where it all started. He's like, well, I have a condo. You can live in my condo. I can help you. I know you need help. Like, pretty much he could tell I was weak, so he, like, preyed on me, right? He paid for a taxi all the way from Kitchener to Etobicoke for me, and it cost like $300, and he never even met me. But then the next day, I started working, and I started making money, and I was down for him for 3 years. I don't recommend getting a pimp. Pimps are disgusting people. Yeah, they can help you, but they don't care about you. That's one thing you guys need to know. Your pimp doesn't care about you.
Exactly, man. Chad and Tyrone doesn't give a damn about you. But here these females are, wanting Chad and Tyrone to be their husbands, their sugar daddies, their boyfriends, their long term relationships. And meanwhile, the average guy, the guy who treats all people with human decency, he gets shit on, he gets laughed at, he gets cheated on, rejected, until he turns into that same Chad or Tyrone. And then he gets to have all the fun. He gets to screw over women. He gets to lead them on. Unbelievable, man.
Guy makes you sell your pussy. He don't care about you. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is the
Damn
risks of
right.
violence that are associated with this job. Obviously,
Tell you what, if he's a Chad or a Tyrone, he doesn't care about you. That's what you females need to be saying. And you need to stop chasing after these guys. But Lord forbid that someone with a pair of balls and a dick between their legs tell you guys that, because that would be misogyny. That would be holding women back. Meanwhile, look what it's done to society. Look what it's done to my black community. Destroyed them completely.
this is a high risk job, and every single person in this business is more likely to get raped, robbed, hurt, abused, anything like that. The first fact,
Straight from the horse's mouth, man. So, any woman who considers prostitution, escorting, uh, any type of sexual act, physically, uh, you risk the things. You run the chances of getting STDs, uncurable STDs. Um, you might get beaten. You might get raped, or worse. You might go missing. You might get found chopped up into a million pieces or some shit. But here females are doing that shit on a daily basis. I don't feel sorry for them. They're privileged.
about sex workers, which is
Nor should you.
what plays a part in this, is sex workers experience high levels of sexual violence. Sex workers have 45 to 75% chance of experiencing sexual violence at some point in their careers, and a 32 to 55% chance of experiencing sexual violence in a year.
32 to 55%. Uh, I mean, 32. Yeah, I said that right. That's a pretty crazy chance of getting beaten or raped or robbed. But at the same time, look at the kind of job you're working. Look at the risk you're taking. Why should I, as a man, care? Freaking privileged, dude.
So once you start working within 1 year, you have 32 to 50% chance that you're going to experience getting raped. And yes, I strip too, and I've had guys touch me inappropriately. That's sexual harassment. I've had guys take videos of me.
harassment. Nowadays, anything and everything is sexual harassment. If you look at a woman, it's sexual harassment. Shoot anyone who's looking at the screen, it's sexual harassment because we're all looking at her. We seriously need to add some laws or change some laws when it comes to things like this. I'm sure many of you would agree that if a woman says she's raped or sexually harassed and then it turns out it's a lie, I think she should I think she should get the sentence that the man was gonna get, and I think that there should be some type of thing where if a female says and lies about harassment, they get like this sort of stamp on them, not like an actual stamp, but basically a stamp that says this person is known for lying or saying that people have falsely abused or raped this person. And these claims should be taken into extra consideration. I think that'd be pretty cool, man. It'd certainly reduce all this hashtag Me Too. Women wouldn't be lying about rape anymore, that's for sure, because they'd be held accountable. Shit.
When I'm giving them an answer without me knowing. I've had guys try and take me home. I know girls where guys have put drugs in their alcohol at the strip club so they can take them home after the night's over. So just because you're in a strip club and just because there's bouncers doesn't mean that someone isn't going to assault you. 1990, they interviewed 130 San Francisco prostitutes. The finding indicate assault and rape are all too common.
So yeah, man, these bitches ain't even safe in the strip club. Shoot, guys, Chads and Tyrones, they'll walk in there and just take that chick and or put drugs in her thing or take pictures of her without her consent and bam.
82% of these respondents reported having been sexually assaulted since entering CrossFit. 55%.
By the way, I hope this view doesn't bother you guys or I guess the one viewer that's watching. But anyway,
Had been assaulted by customers. 88% had been physically threatened while in prostitution. And 83% had been physically threatened with a weapon. 68% report having been raped since entering prostitution. 48% had been raped more than 5 times. 46% of those who reported rape state that they have been raped by customers. And just because you have a pimp doesn't mean he's going to save you. Just because you have
okay, so hold on. Let's just go back and re-listen to all those percentages and statistics.
all too common. 82% of these respondents reported having been sexually assaulted since entering CrossFit. 55% had been assaulted by customers. 88% had been physically threatened while in prostitution. And 83% had been physically threatened with a weapon.
My God,
68%
those are
report having
crazy
been raped
statistics,
since
man.
entering prostitution. 48% had been raped more than 5 times. 46% of those who reported rape state that they have been raped by customers. And just because you have a pimp doesn't mean he's going to save you. Just because you have a pimp doesn't mean he's going to do shit. Pimps are abusers too. I have had a
And at the same time, I don't feel sorry because all this chick has, to, or any chick has to do, aside from the chicks that are being trafficked, but most of these chicks that are selling themselves, all they really have to do, get a job, build a business, or that's or get married, yeah. But option three seems to be getting harder and harder for women, especially with all the standards that they have, and especially since they're all chasing the same guys. So it's a lose lose battle for them. But I don't feel sorry. They're born into privilege. They have the chance to get almost any guy they want, and they choose to go for literally the hardest guy. Sure, they might be able to grab them, touch them, or have sex with them, but that's it. And then these females, they get used and used by that same guy for years. And then she hits the wall and turns her anger and hatred out on all men because of her failures. How is that fair to all men?
Few bad experiences where guys have pushed me, punched me, beat me up, tried to rob me. One time I pretty much got robbed. This guy took the money back after I had service room when I wasn't paying attention. He clogged the toilet on purpose so I would run into the bathroom. He robbed my money back. But I've never actually got robbed. Yeah, I've had a group of guys come and try and rob me before, but I tell them like, oh, I dare you to kill me. What are you gonna do? Kill me? Okay, so kill me then. I'm calling the cops.
Kill me then, I'll just call the cops. Right. Nah. Anyway, it's pretty crazy. Because this is what a lot of females will go through and or experience when they adopt this lifestyle. And then every man that wants to get in a relationship with them or date them, they feel the consequences of that. She takes all the bullshit out on them, unless they're Chad of Tyrone, of course. But yeah, man, it's crazy.
But honestly, to me, it's not that bad because I have dealt with this for so long and now you're just used to it. When all of these bad things just happen to you over and over and over and over, you just get used to it. You don't even care about it anymore. I have learned to deal with guys that are high, drunk, angry people, violent people, abusive people. And honestly, that's not even the worst part of it. The worst part of it is getting raped and severely beat up or your life being in.
Could you imagine the life she would have lived if she would have remained a virgin till she was 21 or until she got married? I know she wouldn't be telling these stories. I know a lot of women wouldn't be telling these stories. But nope, they get ran through at a young age, an underage, I should say. And then they start doing some of them, not all of them. Some of them start doing crazy stuff like this. And it just goes completely downhill from there, especially when they hit that pectoral wall. Oh my God.
Danger. A few bad experiences where guys have beat me up and the police has come, or I have had traumatic experience where I started to have bad dreams about it. Like this one really bad experience I had where this guy tried to rape me and kill me. I don't know if his intentions was to try and kill me, but I feel like he would have killed me because I was fighting him back and he was high off of meth. So this random guy came to my room.
Okay, so how does an average nice guy who treats a woman and puts her on a pedestal, how does the average guy get with, you might as well say, the average girl? She's got a high body count. She thinks she's a princess. Uh, she obviously hasn't made some of the greatest decisions. So how can a regular guy who treats most people like human beings, uh how can a regular guy get into a relationship or a long-term relationship or foolishly a marriage and then last it with a type of female with these kind of experiences? It just won't happen. And if it does, uh, I can guarantee that she would be the leader in the relationship. She would be the one going behind dudes' backs. Because I watched another video of her saying why she quit doing escorting, and basically, like, there's a part in the video where she was saying that She had a nice guy boyfriend, but he was boring and she left him. So all these crazy things that she's been going through, guys, you shouldn't feel sorry for her. All these robberies, rapes, experiences, and stuff like that. You shouldn't feel sorry for her because she literally had a nice guy and she left him because he was boring and predictable. And then look where she ended up.
He was high off meth. He attacked me. He tried to strangle me. He tried to rip my clothes off. He beat me up. My face was bleeding. The police came. I was screaming for help. I was so scared. I literally thought he was going to kill me. He could have killed me. I'm just so lucky that I got out of that situation. And I will tell that story in detail when I have the time. And let me just say this one thing. When I was stripping, I have been assaulted in the strip club as well. I have had guys try to take videos without my consent, take my money, put something in my drink, not
See, these females ain't safe in the strip club, which that surprises me. Anyway,
try to pay me for my work or for my dance, assault me. Just because you were in a strip club environment doesn't mean that you're not going to get abused, doesn't mean you're not going to get beat up. Just because there's bouncers there, that doesn't mean they're going to have your back. They don't care. They're just there for the money. They don't care about you. You're just some stripper. Go on to the next. There's a new stripper that comes in every single week. So why would they care about you? If you don't have a strong relationship and strong rapport with the bouncers and the managers, then don't think they're going to have your back.
interesting. So basically, if you don't have a good relationship with the main guys, then anything that could happen to you, they probably won't care. I don't care. None of you guys probably care. None of my zero viewers. Oh well. Anyway,
At the end of the day, they're only there for one thing, that check. Just because a guy doesn't pay you, they're not going to want to ruin their business and they're not going to want to ruin a relationship with a client that gives them money over you. Because
this is why females need to stop escorting, stop selling themselves, but they don't want to. They want to do the easy option, continue to experience all these terrible things, and the cycle never ends, basically.
they don't care about you. You're so replaceable. One thing that nobody really talks about is STDs. This is something that is so serious in this business and that happens so much in this business that nobody cares about. I think people are just ignorant towards this topic and it's actually disgusting because this is something I truly care about and this is the reason why I want to quit. I don't care about clients. I don't care about guys trying to rob me. I don't care about rude men. This is the main reason why I want to quit and nobody talks about this. And do you want to know what it is? STDs. I have came in contact.
Interesting. Of all those things, STDs is what makes you want to quit. All those things, all of the death threats, getting your money robbed, um, getting beaten, STDs bother you. All right then.
With so many men that have herpes, so many men that have syphilis. I think it's 1 in 4 or 1 in 6, don't quote me, that have herpes or genital warts. Yes, I am clean. Yes, I use condoms. If you're disgusting, I won't do anything with you.
Well, at least she's being safe. Props to her for that. There's a lot of females out here, men. Shoot, they let guys hit it raw, and they don't care if they get AIDS, and they don't care if they spread them. That's a problem. We certainly didn't have uh, STDs going around pretty crazily when females didn't have the option of sleeping with whoever they wanted. But one
I
of
get checked every 3 months, but I'm still very scared of getting an STD because it's so common. Condoms don't protect you. You think condoms protect you? Well, they don't. Condoms don't protect you from herpes. Condoms don't protect you from genital warts. Condoms don't protect you from HPV. Condoms don't protect you from a lot of stuff. And even if you are using a condom, what's the chance that it's not going to break? If you're having sex with 10 guys in one day, at least one of them has an STD.
she ain't lying, guys. or girls if you're listening. But obviously, no one is. 0 views, 1 like. Appreciate you, 1 liker.
So how do you know that the condom's not gonna break? You don't know. You don't know that. This is one of the hardest things that you have to deal with in that business because you think a guy's just gonna come and pay you and you're like, oh, I can't see you because you have herpes. Oh, I can't see you because you have warts. Oh, you have green puffs coming out of your dick. No, they're gonna snap. They're gonna try and fight you. They're gonna try and beat you up. They're gonna say, oh, I want my money back.
Oh, God, that's disgusting. Makes me appreciate being born as a non privileged individual. Goodness gracious.
So you're gonna be wasting your time, and I'm not giving you your money back, bud. If you have herpes, you try to infect me. And most of these guys don't even care to go get checked. They checked in their life. And you think, oh, because you're using a condom, you're invincible to get an STD. Well, you're not. Because just wait till the condom breaks like that and you get an STD.
Yeah, man, condoms aren't unbreakable, unfortunately. So, guys might want to wear those. Again, I'm not going to tell you what to do because that would make me a hypocrite. Shoot, I'm the type of guy who can't even get hard watching a dude bang a chick with a condom on and a porno. So you know I hate condoms, but it is what it is.
If you have been in this business for
You guys might be wondering why I'm freaking talking so quietly, but it's mostly because it's 2 in the morning, at least for me, and it's Monday. So anyway,
me, I've been in this business for 5 years. There have been multiple times where the condom broke. I'm not gonna lie, and I have to go and get checked. How do you know you're not gonna get an STD? You're just lucky that that guy didn't have an STD because a lot of these guys ask for sex to one with escorts, and a lot of these guys ask for a BBBJ, which I would never do that because you can still get STDs. So then you're gonna go suck their dick, and then you're gonna get an STD in your mouth, and then you what? What's gonna happen after? You're just all that money's worth. I have been independent for a while now.
these bitches such hoes. They getting STDs in their mouth, man. It's unfortunate. I can't even just enjoy a blowjob without worrying about STDs.
Well, when I first started, yes, I did have a pimp for a while. I had him for 3 years. Honestly, he's not that bad. I know way worse experience. I've seen way worse experience in my life. I've seen girls get beat. I've seen girls get robbed by their pimp. I've seen girls literally almost die, get knocked out one hit on the ground by their pimp. Take all their money, give them nothing.
That's how Chad and Tyrone do you females. They do you dirty, they beat you, they rape you, they lie to you, manipulate. And guess what? Each and every time I'll come back right to them. And meanwhile, Mr. Beta gets no love, no attention. So why should I feel sorry?
Don't take them to get their nails done. Don't buy them clothes. Even if your pimp does take you to get your nails done, even if your pimp does buy you clothes, even if your pimp does give you a car and a house, he is still taking all your money. And when you leave him, you're not going to get it back. But he will never give you the money back. My pimp that I used to have, he was my gorilla.
Yeah, shoot, Chad or Tyrone will probably smack you if you try asking. Smack you across the face if you try asking for your money back.
He didn't abuse me that much. He still abused me, but not that much. I've seen
That
worse
much.
abuses. My pimp would let me work alone if I wanted to. My pimp would let me choose what I want to do. A lot of these pimps will force you to lie or rob clients. But me, no. If I didn't want to see a client, he wouldn't make me see a client. If I didn't want to work, he wouldn't make me work. He's the one that taught me you don't do GF, you never do BBJs, you never kiss, you never do shit like that because you can get a ST and that's disgusting. I would
Yeah, I'd say so. Shoot, I do like kissing, but uh, a stripper or a escort or a porn star, I'm good on that. Would you want to kiss that? You can tell those lips are fake, man. Fake as hell.
ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand. The thing about pimps, they're
Phew,
very controlling and
understatement.
abusive. So I'm telling you right now, don't get a pimp. If you're trying to get into this business, if you look up to me, if you trust me, any advice.
I feel sorry for all the women that look up to her. Their lives are already lost.
I could give you is don't get a pimp. They will take all your money. They won't give you shit. When you leave, you're not gonna get shit. You're gonna be fucking all these guys, risking getting beat up, risking getting an STD, risking getting killed, risking your life, and you're not gonna have nothing.
Yeah, you're gonna be basically throwing your body to hordes of men who don't care about you and maybe even risk your own life. And when reality is, all you had to do, settle down, stay skinny, be nice, remain a virgin, and your life is taken care of. It's funded for you. It's easy for you. But no, you want to follow the feminist path, just like most women. And then this is where it leads you. Hold on, let me rewind.
And abusive. So I'm telling you right now, don't get a pimp. If you're trying to get into this business, if you look up to me, if you trust me, any advice I could give you is don't get a pimp. They will take all your money. They won't give you shit. When you leave, you're not gonna get shit. You're gonna be fucking all these guys, risking getting beat up, risking getting an STD, risking getting killed, risking your life, and you're not gonna have nothing.
And there you go. That's feminism in a nutshell, basically.
Don't have a fucking pimp. I don't give a fuck. If you see this girl with a pimp that gets money, social media is not what it seems. And also, if your boyfriend's trying to get you this, your boyfriend, don't believe anything he says. I'm telling.
True, the second a woman's boyfriend even mentions stripping or prostitution, she should be out the doors. The second he even mentions those things, she should be out the doors without a second thought.
Telling you, if a man really loves you, he will never make you sell your body. He will never make you work in a strip club. He'll never make you sell nude to him. He'll never make you escort for him. He would never do that. If a man really loves you, he'll get off his ass and go get money. If you can't.
She is right about that. But at the same time, I just also happens to be the same man that these bitches don't want. Like I said, the average guy, decent, treats people like a human being. Basically, he'll do anything for his woman. He compliments, validates her each and every day, maybe more than once, depending how nice slash beta he is. And yeah, man.
Sell your own body, then why the fuck would you let a man sell it? It's your body. You own your body. It's none of that guy's business. It's not his body to be able to go say, oh fuck that. My ex-pimp, when I wouldn't listen to what he says and obey his rules, he would slap me, he would fuck other girls, he would threaten me, he would leave me.
So this is another one of her boyfriends. So basically, abuser. So first, the first guy tried to like prostitute her, if I'm not mistaken. That's she said that at the beginning of the video. But I don't care enough to go all the way back. I'm just doing this for you guys, and so you can get this red pill knowledge. And yeah, because she is certainly spitting it, and she's also certainly saying um, that she's not the only one that this is happening to. 9,700 views. So that's potentially almost 10,000 females who's had that same experience as this girl. I could be wrong. I could be highballing. I could be lowballing.
In a hotel. If me and him got into an argument, he would leave me in a hotel and be like, okay, fuck you. I'm never talking to you again. You think he gave a fuck about me? No. The downfalls I've experienced while stripping is actually
Exactly. He was a Chatter Tyrone. Yeah, you females continue to keep dating. You spend your best years on these type of dudes. Meanwhile, the nice guy gets nothing. He gets laughed at. He gets rejected. And then when he becomes successful, then you want him. But it's too late for that because then guess what? You will be competing against a hotter, younger version of yourself, and you'll lose every time. Now, it could be debatable. Now, let's say if you had to choose between a 21-year-old 10 with no personality, 140 pounds, blue eyes, blonde hair, and then flip the scripts, uh, a 30-year-old, I guess there ain't no such thing as a 30-year-old 10, but I guess a 30-year-old 8 or 7. Uh, Same thing with the weight and hair and stuff. The only difference is she has a personality, she has cooking skills and stuff like that. Now, in that case, I'm sure the guy will go for the older woman. But for short term or just to have fun, he, I'm, I can't speak for everybody, but certainly I'm pretty sure he would go for the younger bitch. But I could be wrong.
probably the hardest thing. It's not even about getting beat up or STDs. It actually really ruins your self esteem. I know many
Yeah, I'd imagine selling yourself and getting beat up and no one believing you and no one caring about you. I'm sure that does affect your self esteem. And like I said, guys, where would she be probably if she saved her virginity till she was 18 or 21 or until she got married? Where would she be right now? Not here.
women feel empowered and feel like, oh, I'm a woman, I can do whatever I want, oh, I'm getting money, oh, I'm so sexy, etc.
Yeah, for the time being, that's what feminism taught these bitches. It's okay to sleep around with as many guys as you want, get as many abortions as you want, break as many hearts as you want, and at the end of the day, there'll still be some guy, some simp waiting for you. Newsflash, thanks to the red pill and MGTOW, um, that's happening less and less each year by a huge percentage.
Especially in the strip club, women feel like that, but you don't. Literally, my job, stripping, escorting, selling nudes, lowered my self esteem so much. It made me feel like the only thing I'm ever good for is sex or my body. Like the only
And the sad part is, the whole 90-10 rule, 90% of women are going after 10% of men. Yeah, those 90% of women, or 80 if you want to go by the 80-20 rule, those 80 to 90% of women, that's all they are good for. That's all they continue to prove that they're good for. And not to mention that obviously not right now at this second, but shoot, we've been having slut walks for how many years now? Since 2015, maybe 10.
thing that was ever good about me was my pretty face and fat ass.
Well, that basically just relates to almost all women, to be honest. Uh, Once that's gone, once your fertility is gone, so are you. And what I mean by that is your chances of getting marrying a man of high consequence or value that you love and respect, uh, it goes down with each guy you have sex with. That's something these females don't understand. But at the same time, it's something that these useless feminist did not teach us or women.
It never made me feel like, oh, I'm intelligent. It never made me feel like, oh, I'm smart. Yes, I know I'm smart. Yes, I know I'm intelligent. Yes, I know my worth and I know my goals. But this lowers your self esteem. I would look in the mirror and say, oh, will anyone ever love me? Will anyone ever
Oh, yeah. So smart, so intelligent. Look at her life decisions. Nah.
care about me? But every day, men will disrespect you. Every day, that's something you have to live with, looking at yourself in the mirror and knowing, oh, the only thing all these men are looking at me for is my body. They don't look at me because they think I'm a good person. At the strip
You know, funny thing is, you kinda can flip the scripts with that line. The only thing most women look at the small percentages of men is because of the money. But yeah,
but you see girls with
just
a
thought
nicer
I'd mention
body
that.
too, and that makes you insecure because you want to look like them. Every time you look in the mirror, you want to change something about yourself so you can look like these Instagram models, so you can look like this girl with fake tits, fake ass, snatched waist. You're always going to want to change something about yourself.
Bruh,
Another thing that
this chick has a natural fat ass. All she has to do is lose that weight and get back to the size that she was like in the beginning of the video. Like I saw it. I know all of you guys saw, or anyone who watches the replay, I guess, since no one is actually watching the live. Um, but yeah, it showed her basically a younger, skinnier version of her, which looked perfectly fine. Didn't need the makeup, didn't need all the fake stuff. She already had the natural fat ass. She has average, above, slightly above average titties. So she's good. Hold on.
takes a toll on me is that I can never have a relationship. I
Okay, they're small, but they're titties. Basically, she was set. And if she would have freaking, if she would have freaking got married or had sex when she got married, her life would have been happier and less messed up. And that's all I can really say for this.
can never even try to have a relationship or trust a man. Like, I just can't trust a man because I see men cheat on their wife every single day and it's disgusting. All men disgust me. Any type of guy you ever think of, I've seen cheat. And I mean every type. You would never imagine the type of guys that come into the club.
You would never imagine the thirst of some guys because you could never imagine not getting any sex or basically getting any attention. That's what a lot of these guys that are coming to see you, aside from the chat into our rooms, who are beating it out for free. That's what a lot of these guys do. Or that's why they're coming to see you. Because not getting any validation, no attention. Some of them don't even have girlfriends. And then for the ones that are married, they don't get any sexual attention. That's kind of the number one reason why married men cheat.
You would never imagine the type of guys that pay for sex. They're handsome, they're businessmen, they're fathers, they're uncles, they're brothers. They're the people that you see in public that are so happy in the relationship. It's people that you see on social media that are so happy in their
Yeah, I'm sorry if you can't see her because she is so. There we go. It's just the freaking lighting plus her white shirt plus the lighting in her video plus how white she is. So it's not really helping. I'm sorry if the brightness keeps going up.
relationship. It's the nicest people in the world. You would never ever lower your
Exactly, the nicest people in the world. Basically, the guys that aren't getting the attention that Chad and Tyrone is getting. And then for the guys with money, getting money on you because they probably just don't want to deal with the whole pickup dating or getting into a friend zone type thing or some bullshit like that. Nah, bruh.
type of guy. Their wife would never even know or think or suspect that their husband's cheating, but he is. That's why I can't be in a relationship. That's why I can't trust no one. I'm the type of person I would never ever allow my man to cheat ever. Like that would hurt me so bad. So I could never be in a relationship. Like I want to be in a relationship.
I don't I don't know how beta you have to be to want to be in a relationship with this chick, but yeah.
I want to fall in love, but I just can't because I just feel so grossed out at the end of the day. When you're a stripping, escorting, selling nudes, you're selling a part of your soul. And now
And that's literally how it is in the porn industry, the prostitution and all of that. It destroys their soul. Sex with many men destroys their soul. All the crazy amount of attention that they get, it destroys them. And then some guys wonder why these females don't have personalities. Some wonder why they're on medications or are so crazy. This is why.
I feel like my soul is empty. Like no one would notice, like because they just think, oh, I'm a rude, mean bitch. But like before I started doing this, I was such a nice person. I was so sweet. I was so nice. Like I would help.
Exactly, that's how most girls are. Aside from the ones that grow into that live in single mom houses. Shoot, they're all nice, they're all innocent. Basically, life goes downhill for women when they decide when life goes down for women when they discover that men want to fuck them. It goes completely downhill
People, I would have fun. I would smile.
because they don't have to use their logic, they don't have to use their brain. It's just pure easy mode for them until they're 30 and then they want to complain.
I would laugh. Now, like I'm just cold. The game made me so cold. Everyone thinks it's all fun and games, partying, laughing, having fun. Oh, fast money. Let's get this money. Let's go. Let's go on vacations. But in reality, it's not. It's not like that.
Yeah, I'd imagine that's what a lot of females think when they go into the business at first. Same thing with the porn and all the other ways females can sell themselves.
You are literally having sex with all these guys. You are working your ass off on the strip club on stage. You're having to talk to these guys for 20 minutes that are just rude and like just draining. Like even the strongest person can turn cold. Even the strongest person can get drained. Like I'm not the type to burn out. I see girls burn all the time. I would never burn out, but it still affects you. People who say the game doesn't affect you is lying. They're liars, or they're just so naive and they're retarded.
The only people I get to see telling her that is either Chad or Tyrone or the chick who's a chick who's slightly older than her that has lived her life and is trying to lead her the wrong way. Because you know what they say, misery loves company.
That they shouldn't even be doing this. You have to be a strong person to make it. Last but not least, let's talk about the success because this is what everyone wants to do it for. They see on social media all this shit.
Oh, here comes the juicy part.
They see what it can bring. And even me, I post a lot of shit that I have, but that's not all the game, all the past things you have to deal with. Is it worth it? Is it worth the money? So one of the best things about stripping, escorting, settlements is fast money. You can make $1,000 in a day. You can make
You could make $1,000 in a day. Now, I don't have a great job. I will in the future. So, $1,000 a day, that certainly sounds like a lot of money. Not to mention it's freaking untaxed. This is why the government doesn't want prostitution.
500 in a day. You could make $100 a day. That's probably even more than what you make at a regular job, right? Let's just say you make $300 a day and I work for 5 days a week. I don't work for 5 days a week. I usually work 3 days out of the week, but that's 900 a week.
900 a week, man. 900 a week. That's a lot. And we're talking about a female that's a six. I can only imagine what a 10 or a 9 is making.
You don't even need to work. Imagine working 3 days a week, making more than people that fucking work square jobs. And me, I used to work every single day, so I used to have so much money. I used to have so much money saved before I took a L when I went to jail. But yeah, I used to fucking work every single day. I used to have so much money. Now I only work 3 days a week, and I would probably make around 3,000 a week.
She worked 3 days a week and made $3,000. If that doesn't say privilege, I don't know what does. I don't think any man has this offer or opportunity aside from drug dealing. And that obviously comes with this risk, aka being robbed or killed or prison.
Just from stripping or escorting. Then I would sell my nudes on top of that, which would make me probably around 6,000 to 12,000 a month. That's all.
$6,000 to $12,000 a month selling pictures of herself and selling her body for 3 days a week. She can make 6,000 to $12,000. And then these females are out here talking about the pay gap. When you got a female making $6,000 to $12,000 on a monthly basis, no tax, and oh my goodness, privilege, privilege, privilege. This is just absolutely crazy, man. I don't even know what to think of it. 6 to 12,000 damn dollars. I mind you again, this female, she's not even that hot. So I can only imagine what a female that's an 8 or 9 or 10 making. They've got to be making 12,000 to 100,000. But then at the same time, all this money these females are making, shoot, they're freaking complaining about the pay gap and acting like men should be coming forth, paying for everything, as if feminism didn't destroy all of that when they're making all this money more than the average guy. And then they have all these standards. This is why females need, this is why men need to man up, go their own way. And then females, well, they obviously can't. They will try to follow, but they can't. Anyways, man, I hope you guys like this video. This is actually, technically, officially, my first live stream, my successful live stream. I tried like 2 years ago and it didn't work on my other computer. So yeah, man, that's freaking awesome. Uh, I guess thanks for the one like during this whole 1 hour stream. Nah, it's probably my fault for streaming so late, but whatever, man. Catch you guys in the next one. If you want more live streams, let me know. Peace out, man.